Welcome to the Militia gaming community. I'm Trigger, and this is all about the 2017 Chevy Colorado ZR2 in Need for Speed Heat. Let's go! Before I get into the video, if you're an aspiring content creator that wants to learn from me, I've been doing this about 4 years and I want to share all of my secrets, all of my tips and tricks when it comes to building a gaming YouTube channel, and I'm doing it over on Caliber Gaming. It's a brand new YouTube channel and I'm in the process of making content for it right now that will release shortly. So if you want to check that out, the link is in the description and content will be coming soon. Alright, let's get into this. So on this Chevy Colorado, the fastest engine is the 715 horsepower forged 5.0-liter V8. This is the most expensive engine for this car, and there are 12 different engines that needed to be tested. This particular one though is just, man, it's not even good. I say it's the fastest engine, but it's really just not fast in any respects. So on Arian, it ran a 317, and on Sonic, a 302. I mean, most cars can run Sonic under 3, and I'll be honest, I don't think I had a clean run. I bet you it can get under 3, but the fact that it's at 302 is very telling. I went into the dirt just a little bit on this run, and it's just something that bogged me down. It probably cost me 5 seconds, so we're still in the 250 range, which is very slow. This is just not a good car for racing track at all. That being said, I will show you my build card here and tell you the build. It's this 715 horsepower engine, the Ultimate Plus engine parts, dual turbo, and 5x3 pound NOS, Super Track suspension, sport brakes, Elite race tires, Elite Plus clutch, Super Plus 6-speed gearbox, Super Track differential, NOS refills and duration, and then steering sensitivity at +5, downforce -5, traction control is off, and drift style is on brake. That's important. It's the only way you can get this boat to turn is if you have the drift style on brake. All right, moving on to the drag build, which is what I would usually do. In this case, I did not do one. I don't like this car at all. It is so slow on the drag that it's just not even worth it. I didn't want to keep testing this thing. It really is super slow. The fastest quarter mile I could actually get out of this was 9.33, which ranks this car somewhere in like the bottom of the list, somewhere like around 127 or so out of 130. It's just crazy. So anyway, let's just move on to the drift build. The drift build is also very terrible. It only averages 39,000 on that drift section that's right outside the racetrack. That's, oh man, it's so bad. I mean, there are plenty of cars that can average anywhere from 70,000 all the way up to 100,000, and the really good cars are in the 100,000s. I mean, it's just so terrible. And I went through several iterations of this build and finally landed on this one, but it just doesn't have the drift angle that other cars do. So anyway, here is my drift build. It's that same forged engine, the Ultimate Plus engine parts, Ultimate dual turbo, 5x3 pound NOS, Pro drift suspension, sport brakes, Elite drift tires, Elite Plus clutch, Super Plus 6-speed gearbox, and the Sport drift differential. This is one of the only builds I've ever used all drift parts on, and it still doesn't get the angle that you need to score points. So I really don't recommend this thing for drift either. Steering sensitivity at +5, downforce -5, traction is off, drift style is back on gas for this one. And lastly, let's take a look at the off-road build. This is where this car should shine. This is what you should be buying this car for. This is exactly why this car is even in the game in the first place. And it's horrible. Let me tell you, just don't buy this car. The most expensive engine costs you over $600,000, and it's just not worth it to spend the money to build it. You're also going to spend a couple $100,000 building this car, and it's just not worth it. Anyway, the off-road times are 2:01 on HTV2 and 3:27 on Rumble, and it's just terrible. It's ranked at 108 out of 130 some odd cars, so it's just horrible, man. Just really, this is a gutter car. Just do not buy this car at all. All right, anyway, if you want to use the off-road build, here it is. It's that forged engine, Ultimate Plus engine parts, dual turbo, 5x3 pound NOS, Super Rally suspension, sport brakes, off-road tires, Elite Plus clutch, Super Plus 6-speed gearbox, Super Rally differential, NOS refills and duration, of course, and the same live tuning, which is +5 steering and downforce -5 traction is off, and drift style is on brake. And with that, guys, I'm going to end the video. I really appreciate everyone's support on this series. You guys have been amazing. If you have any questions about anything on any of my channels, you can send me a DM on Instagram, Twitter, or Discord. My social links are in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Shout out to all the Heat 5 members of the channel. I will catch you on the next one. Trigger out.